the view botting problems on Twitch and Kick and all this. It's kind of been a pretty big story. And his train wreck, joins the botting conversation, specifically targets the ones who average 5,000 plus viewers. Polls and chat speed are more often than not in a good way to determine botting. Two consistent ways to catch a botter: back-end analytics of sponsors, or if they have back-end access to the platform. I think botting is a much bigger problem than many people recognize, especially on places like Twitch and Kick and I don't even know about Rumble. I personally do not believe Rumble's numbers. I just don't. We're on Rumble right now. I like Rumble as a platform, but I guess because I don't have a contract from them, I don't have to lie and say that it all feels legit, because it fucking just doesn't. Like, it just doesn't feel legit. Don't make no sense, man. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I think that we have dedicated viewers on Rumble. I absolutely do. So right now there's 300 people watching on Rumble. I believe that. I 100% believe that there are 300 people watching us on Rumble. What my problem is when these views get skewed and Tuesday night's main event ends up with 150 or 200,000 fucking views when it's all said and done. Makes no fucking sense.
I'm almost positive it's the way they count the views. Like, if the video auto plays on the browsing page, for example, on the home page, then it counts as a view. That's the only explanation, because it's a pattern. It happens to all the channels.
Yeah. And people are saying, like, when I go to the front page, that it still doesn't make any sense. When I have a video that goes beyond my normal audience on YouTube, I can feel it by the analytics. I can see the comments. I can see the likes or the dislikes. I can see the interaction.
That's what I'm saying. It translates to interaction. Now, when you just hover your mouse over a video, you don't interact with the video. You just hover your mouse over it. And you're providing a view on Rumble, but you're not providing interaction. So that's my theory. That everything that you're saying only strengthens this theory. That's when you hover your mouse and the video plays a little bit. When you do that, it's like a preview. I think they count that as a full-fledged view.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I see all of you in the comments now. Don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about the people that are there. I'm talking about when I see Tuesday night's main event, which averages like 10,000 views over on Rumble, and then suddenly we get 150 or 200,000 views out of nowhere, and I'm like, I don't see any increased activity on this video at all. Yet I see a mass increase on how many people they claim are watching it, and that doesn't make any sense to me. But this is more so not about a platform discussion. This is more so about, like, individuals botting their own streams in order to give the illusion that they have more people watching them. You remember when G4 did it on Twitch?
Bro, I was thinking about that.
They botted the hell out of their stream because it was dead. There was nobody else there was nobody talking in that stream, but they had like 40 or 50,000 people watching.
Huge numbers in the chat, like 3-4 people talking to each other.
Yeah. That's kind of wild, man. Like, I forgot people did that shit. I was like,
yeah,
it happens all the time. I'm looking at it right now, but they turn that on for a little bit and activate the bots, and then eventually it'll go back to normal. But like recently, when LeBron James was on Pat McAfee's show, I was like surprised like how positive many of the comments were. And then you look at like most recent comments for a while, and it was like, this is really informative. Thanks. Like things like that. And it's just like, dude. And I had to scroll and bot. And I was like, okay, that's the real comment. But it was crazy, dude. Like, they do that all the time. And what the weird thing is, you could get your channel taken down for doing stuff like that. But it always seems to work with like the LeBron James or the Mr. Beasts or Pat McAfee's and stuff. But if we do it, it's bad for our channel and it can get us in trouble.
Well, I mean, I'm sure all of you that upload videos regularly, like me, when I first upload a video, there's like 5 or 6 porn bots that comment every time. It doesn't matter how many times. It doesn't matter how many times I ban them.
That shit, man.
It doesn't matter how many times I ban them. They always show up for the next video every time. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's annoying because some people are just there and they show up in the comments and all they see is they're surrounded by bots and that. But it's usually only like for the first 2 minutes, at least on my videos.
It's like it's so weird because it happens immediately. Like it's
immediate, like it's
the video go up, so you have like 5 to 8 comments that are just straight up bots. Just like what the fuck, dude.
The bots are annoying, but the thing that frustrates me is the idiots who don't know they're bots, and so they'll be like, Johnny, this shit, or they'll just be like, this is like the best video. Thank you for changing my life. And I'm like, 18 idiots like this. This isn't a basketball fan. Like, what are you people doing?
A couple times in the past, I've thanked him. I'm like, thank you. I was very inspired by making this video. Just to be a dump. But I mean, how big of a problem do you think botting is on like these other platforms, Ripa?
It's hard to. It's obviously a problem, and look, it all comes back to like advertisement and stuff, and this is why it's very. You're not going to catch anybody that represents either of those companies, like the platforms. They're not going to aggressively correct it, and they're also not going to try to get ahead of it and like admitting that it's a problem, just because all of what advertisers pay hinges on exactly that, right? That view. Now, how that's classified, this is the issue on Twitter as well, right? How they classify that is a completely different animal, like what counts as a view and all that. But as far as their contracts are concerned, as far as how much money that they're throwing in, as long as they are getting that view, those views, they're handling their obligations. So this is why it's annoying for us. Definitely, if you're a consumer on any of these platforms, it's annoying. You know that it's full of shit. But it does seem like they're lagging to correct it. That's because all of the advertiser money, it benefits them. It benefits them to see all those viewers that are either watching live streams or viewing a video, whatever it may be. So that's what sucks about it, is that what incentive does a platform really have to address that problem, especially with the bigger creators?
It's a big issue on X. I mean, with
it's huge. Just I would argue that it's the worst on X.
It's crazy. Like in reply threads, there have been times where I'm like, shit, like I'm arguing with the bot. And what it is like they have these AI generated response, because like, you know, a lot of times, like whether it's basketball or freaking Batman versus Superman or Goku versus Superman, the internet gathers all these like generic responses and it just figures it out, and it just farms engagement for whoever owns that account, because they just want you arguing for the engagement.
How many of you have open DMs on Twitter?
I don't have open. I have to follow them to DM me.
I've always had my DMs open. It's getting to the point where I get added to so many spam groups with open DMs that it's driving me fucking crazy, dude. It's like, and I've always wanted to keep my DMs open so people, whoever, can reach out to me. But it's like, it's getting to the point where because of these spam bots, I get added to 10 or 15 a day because I have open DMs. And I'm like, good Lord, leave me alone. You know what I mean? But like the Twitter bots might be worse on Twitter now than they were before. Yeah.
I would say even in comparison to all of the platforms, especially with how that the money incentive. I know we joke every time we get paid about how much we're rolling in dough. But that in itself incentivized a lot of bot activity, right? Yeah. It was like, it sounded great. Hey, you get paid for engagement. Sounded great on paper, but you see, like when it comes to executing it doesn't land that well because people are so incentivized to bot because they're getting paid per the engagement, right? And I would argue it's worse. It's probably worse on that platform than it is on any other one.
Mm-hmm. I use how many people bought their posts like to get like millions of impressions, and they have like 300 followers. It's like
happens all the time.
Infinite money glitch.
Yeah, I use a third-party plugin. I forgot the name. It's like Bot Patrol something. I'll look it up here. But it auto blocks people who follow you that don't have any followers or have very little followers, like that are very new accounts. Like it uses all of that data to detect if it's likely a bot and auto blocks them. It's very useful. I recommend it.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just interested to see if they're going to do anything about this stuff. I think YouTube is the least with the issues that they've probably. I'm not saying that YouTube doesn't have them, because obviously we've been talked about with like the bots that respond to but I'm saying like people that are botting their own streams. I feel like YouTube is probably the least offensive in this department. I feel like,
yes, but YouTube's also scary in the other direction too. Like they've taken down channels for bot activity that didn't even know they were getting botted. Like they're pretty scary about it too, the way they've taken down channels. So everybody who has a YouTube channel, be aware of that. You don't want bots. Like you delete them yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Bot Sentinel. Sentinel.
On that note, fuck StreamYard for adding a link.
Yeah, that shit was weird, man.
Dude,
the referral link?
The referral link. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to promote your bullshit. I already pay you enough money as it is. Fuck. I pay you. Like, I just stop paying for StreamYard and buy a fucking Switch at this point. That's how much I pay every month for this piece of shit platform. But they basically, there's this thing where you have to, and Beardo told me about it, so I went in and unchecked it, but they added this referral link thing that they automatically subscribe you to, and you have to manually unsubscribe to it. So if I make a stream through StreamYard, it puts the referral link in my description as the top thing. And I'm like, go to hell. Fuck you, StreamYard. Don't ever do that. So that's just bullshit. That's shady business right there that I don't like it. So everybody go into your referral. If you run StreamYard on YouTube, go into your referral tab and unclick that referral link if you don't want it up. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Fuck StreamYard. I don't like StreamYard.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They give you $25 per referral.
But the thing is, like, StreamYard knows that they can get away with this kind of bullshit, especially in the last year, going from $20 a month to $80 a month.
It's retarded, man.
But they have a monopoly because
they do have a monopoly. Well, you remember Google
at doing this.
They are the best, and it's the most user friendly, and it's the one that everybody is. And you don't have to download anything per se. But like, you remember,
right, man, it's activated. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit, dude.
I just turned it off.
Yeah, man. I want to say some real gamer words about him right now, but so I would, if I were you guys, go into your descriptions and remove that automatic link that it puts in your description. Because that's what they were clicking on. And I'm like, I ain't sponsoring your bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
I seen a video comparing XQC and Kai. Kai had like 150,000 people watching him, and XQC had like 30. And looking at XQC's chat just fly, and Kai had like, every few seconds he would get a couple chats, but it was like showing the a disproportionate amount of chatters compared to the views. And what it does is, these streamers know that they're botting their shit. Like they are the ones in charge running it to get their views up. And it's so fucked up and narcissistic of them because they know they're botting their shit to get the views up. But they get this weird sense of entitlement that they have these massive amount of numbers and views. And you got fucking shill Twitter accounts like Dexterdo who are tweeting about these channels, about these streamers who have all these views, and they get this weird sense of entitlement, but they know that they're botting their shit. It's fucking crazy.
It goes back to advertisers and sponsorships and stuff like that. All that's tied into that, right?
Like true. Every time you get a sponsor deal, they want to know your views.
They want to know your numbers. They want to know your views and all of that. And in some cases, they want to tap into you. That's why I've never done the whole sponsorship thing. But that's what that's why there's no incentive. I would say the only people that have the incentive to really course correct this is going to be the advertisers, mainly the big ones that spend a lot of money on these platforms to get their stuff out there and being like, look, we need accurate data, right? We're paying you for X amount of impressions. And if you're in digital marketing, you understand this. Like, it is very easy for you to waste money on an ad, right? Because of bots. Right. And like you put, let's say $50 in whatever, like, and you're trying to pay per the link click, or you're trying to pay per the impression, whatever it may be. And you have to be very precise about where that ad is going. Otherwise, it risks bots seeing it. And then that basically is useless. You've wasted all of your money. So advertisers are going to have to start really demanding from these companies that, look, man, get your shit together. Otherwise, we're not paying you. And like, is that going to happen? I don't know. We'll see.
We shall see.